host, Lime, or better known as Liam. Hi, guys, welcome back to the podcast. I'm so happy to be here. Got my Baja Blast. Um, Sorry, it's a little dark out. It's a little dark out. I've been so busy this last week, but for such amazing reasons, and I can't wait to talk about that. So, we're literally filming this on Tuesday at it's like 9 o'clock at night, or 9:15, 9:30. And I'm like in the dark, but I shouldn't be. It's cloudy. If I like see through the clouds, I can still see light blue. So like it still should be sunny out here, but it's not. I don't know what's going on with this summer because I may have talked about this last episode. I can't remember, but like it's just like so like it's cloudy. So during the day, like it'll either be really hot, like it'll either be like 95 degrees outside, or it's literally like did I just have a voice crack? It's literally like raining. So it's either unbearable heat or it's raining, and then regardless, it's super humid. Like outside, it's super humid right now. I'm wearing a hoodie for comfort. There's like a little wind. It feels kind of good. I don't know if it's just me. My dad all the time is like, "Are you cold?" Because I'm always wrapped in a blanket at my house. I'm never cold. I just need a blanket for comfort. I don't know. Like it's just like I live my life in blankets. Like during the winter, I probably have 8 or 9 blankets on my bed. Seriously, like I'm being so honest. 8 or 9 blankets. During the summer, I probably have 3 or 4, and then I'll open my window and have a fan going because I'm hot. But it's like I need the blanket. Oh my gosh! So this last week, I was just at business camp, and I had disregard. I know I sound nasally. I'm kind of sick. This has to do with camp. I'm kind of sick. Um, I was at someone's turning in the neighborhood next to me, and their lights are like shining in my face. Um, I was at business camp. At Lycoming College. It was about 3 hours away from me or my home, and I had the best time ever. I was so nervous to go, and I'm not even really going into business, but they had a speaker come to our school, yada yada, and me and my best friend decided to go. And you stay in the dorms for a week. We decided we're gonna be roommates, whatever. But we were supposed to film a podcast episode while we were there, but we'll get to why we didn't. Also, my camera's like tilted off center, but I need a new tripod. It's fine. So yeah, so I get there and I'm just like so nervous because I don't know if you guys know, but I'm the type of person like I'm very friendly always. I'll include people when they're left out, but like I stick to my group. I stick to my friends. I don't really I don't really like seek further friendship outside what I know. You know what I mean? And I only speak to people who I deem, comfortable, whatever criteria they fit. But so I there was 20 company or no 22 companies with about 20 people in each. There's over 400 kids there, and in each company you will they put in people who are not from your town. These are kids all from Pennsylvania. There was a couple from New Jersey and Ohio. So this is like a whole big thing. They have multiple. I think they have like 5 weeks. I went to week 2. So I'm like so nervous. I just like it was, but I made a promise to myself like the night before I left. I was like, I'm just gonna make the best of this experience. Like, even if I like everyone I talk to hates me and it just goes horribly wrong, at least I tried, and I'll never see these people again. So what can I lose? And that was the best decision I made. So I get there, we're going down, 3 hour drive, go to Panera before. Also, I didn't have Panera for like so long before then. It was so good. It was so good. I love Panera. I love Panera. Um, so we get there and I have to, my mom and my best friend Connor, who's my roommate, um, I'm just gonna start referring to him as Connor. You guys know he's my best friend. Anyways, me and Connor, or my Connor and I and my mom, we have to unload like all this stuff. We're on the third floor of this dormitory. Okay, no AC, and it's probably like it's like just under 90 degrees that day, and all we have is a box fan and a window. And like this may sound privileged, but like I'm just used to like air conditioning or at least even like like a wall, or like what's it called, a window AC. Like I need something. But they were like explicitly said like do not bring any window ACs, yada yada. Oh my gosh. So we finally get all our stuff upstairs. It took so long. Oh my gosh. And we're sitting there and we're like, oh my gosh, it's so hot in here. It's so hot. Mind you, this dorm is like the back rooms. Like it smells like sweaty feet. And like it has not been updated since like the 70s. So, whatever. We put our stuff away, hang our stuff up in closets. Very small dorms, two twin beds, two desks, two closets. That's about it. Okay, so we're just putting our stuff away, and we're like, it's so hot. We have the box fan in the window. Eventually, we learned not to put this might be common sense, but not to put the box fan in the window during the day. Close the window because you're just pushing in hot air. It was actually horrible. So yeah, we learned that, and then I went to they had initially a 3 hour um it was like a 3 hour like rules and regulations, like kind of what the camp is about, and you sit with your group. So I was like looking around, I wasn't really talking to anybody, whatever. So the meeting ends, and I'm like drained. I'm like, oh, this is a long meeting, and now they're like, you're gonna go up to your company rooms and meet your company. Mm, I'm so scared. So basically, we did like speed dating, but like meet everyone. So what we would do. Sorry, I need a drink. This is so good. This is so good. I'm a Baja Blast stan. Um, we basically. What is going on with my voice? Hopefully, it's just because I'm sick. Hopefully, I'm not like repubescing. Is that a word? I don't know. You know what I mean. Um, it was like speed dating, but you meet everybody. So 30 seconds, your name, your school, where you go. Fun fact about you and what you do in your free time. So I would say, hi, my name's Liam. I'm not going to air out where I live or my school, but I would say that. And then I was like, oh, what do I do in my free time? Oh, I'm a competitive swimmer. I've been swimming for 8 years. So it'll be 10 my senior year. And then my fun fact that I always mention was, I just started a podcast on Friday. So I would like low key like shamelessly plug, but it was like, I don't know. I just thought it was an interesting fact and it was unique. Not everybody has a podcast. And I thought it would be an asset to our company, that I'm used to, or that I'm okay with like speaking. I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't. Whatever. Um, and yeah, so there's like 18 other people in my group and I met all of them. I'm kind of getting on with some people and I'm trying to make sure like I sound interested. Like I feel like the easiest way to make friends is to like, compliment people, sound interested. I would like try to expand on our common interests. And so yeah, eventually he later explained like different parts of leadership. Like we talked about like good leadership traits, yada yada. And then it came to voting for CEO of company, and I knew that this would happen. Like I knew that there would be a voting for a CEO, but I never consider myself as someone who would like end up in that position. So I just wrote down, two other people's names for nominations, and then he writes up names on the board for nominations. My name's up there. Okay. So I was like, you know what? And he went around the room like with the people on the board and was like, "Do you accept the nomination?" I was like, "Someone believed in me, so I might as well believe in myself." We're complete strangers. I am surprised they saw something like this in me, but that's cool. So I was like, I accept the nomination. And then it goes to a next round of voting, and it gets to a top three. Two girls whom I love. Um, I'm not gonna say their names. You know who you are. I love you, baddies. And me. And then our CA. I don't want to say his name either, but he is 22. He just graduated from St. Joseph. I can't remember if it was like investing or maybe it was like economics and business. And he started investing club at his college. It's a very nice college. He's very smart, and he owns his own investment education business. So love him. And he pulled us out and was like, aside out of the room, and was like, "Do any of you guys want to drop out? Like, I'm just giving you the chance now. Like, no worries, whatever." And we all looked around and we were like, like, we got the opportunity. Why not? You know what I mean? Someone believed in us. So we had to write a little speech, which is so out of my comfort zone. Like, I think I had to speak twice. Like, once for my initial, and then second when there was three of us left, and that was so out of my comfort zone. And we had like 5 minutes to prepare a quick spiel, and like I just I'm not a great public speaker. Like the amount of times where like I have this like memory that keeps me up at night. And in my seventh grade English class, we had to write a short story, and I got so nervous that I started laughing during my story at something what was oh my gosh, something that was not even funny. And I kept laughing and laughing and laughing, and my teacher was like, "No, you can't, like, go take a break, like, you need to finish." And I couldn't stop laughing, so she let me laugh in front of the class for a good half hour, and the bell rang, and I never finished my story because I couldn't stop laughing, but it was not because something was funny, I was just so anxious and nervous. That's also how I cope, like, I laugh at everything. Or, like, situations that are definitely not funny, like, if I'm scared, if I'm nervous, I'm gonna laugh, so that's what happens. Or I stutter. Like, the amount of times I stutter on my podcast, like, I'm literally sitting here alone staring at, like, the clouds, and I'm stuttering. And I talk fast and I'm nervous, like, it's a whole thing. But so I had to do this, like, little speech thing, and I was just like, "I cannot believe I'm doing this," but I did it, and I didn't end up winning CEO, but I had gotten the notion that, these other 18 people, they see some sort of leadership role in me, and that honestly, like, meant a lot to me, like, it was a big confidence boost, and, like, I got told by multiple people I had a good speech, and I'm not on here to brag, I'm just saying, like, I feel like a lot of times there's some traits in us that we don't see until other people, make us aware, and I feel like, if I never would've went to this camp, if I never would've, like, spoken to the people during the, like, introduction thing like I did, or if I didn't, like, really, like, make myself vulnerable, I would have never I'm losing my train of thought, but I would have never gotten that confidence boost, and I feel like a lot of things we do, you have to be vulnerable before you can feel more confident. So, anyways, I ended up there was 2 branches you can go into. You can go into the finance section or the marketing section. And I chose finance. I'm really good at math. Um, so I went to the finance section, and there was only a total of 6 of us on the finance section, and then there was a total of 13 on the marketing section. So basically, on the finance section, there was a biz sim, which it was like a business simulator. You would have to make decisions, 12 quarterly decisions in about 3 days, um, to restart a business with bad management. You're the new management team, and you have to make decisions to revive this business. Basically on paper, like with their numbers, profits retained, yada yada. There were so many different things that we had to like figure out, and all in such a fast amount of time. We would do 3 a day. Basically, I was elected historian. I documented all the decisions we made, why we made them, and what we learned from them, and then what we'll make next quarter based on what we learned. So I felt very like honestly just kind of proud of myself because I went in without expectations. I went in like very nervous, thinking like, I might not make many friends, but I'm just gonna go for me. And like it's day one, and I'm already making friends. So and like I don't know, I kind of faked being outgoing, and I was proud of myself that I could just kind of fake it till I make it. And let me tell you, I fell in love with my finance team. All 5 of them. I love each and every one of you. I hope we're friends forever. I don't know if you'll watch this, but I love you. I love you so much. We text in the group chat, and like I just love them, and we all I snap each of them individually. They're all so sweet. I don't want to air out this one kid's name because I don't want to put anyone like on blast, but or out on the internet if they don't want to be. But he had messaged me privately and was just like, "You like are such a positive person. I appreciate you know like the vibes you get off. I did or the vibes you give off." I just feel happy being around you, and that honestly meant so much to me. This was on, like, day 2 or 3, and, like, I just never thought that I would have such a big impact on people or that I could make them feel so positive if I could just, fake it and be, authentically myself around people who I don't really know. But these days, like, we'd have long days, like, we would start at, like, 7 a.m. and go till 10:30, 11, and I would spend, like, 10, 12 hours a day with these people, and we grew such a strong bond. I love each and every one of them, the girls, the boys, and also, like, 2 or 3 of them, in the finance group, I would never they honestly kind of intimidated me when I first met them, or I would never seek them out, like, in my hometown. I would never be like I would never think that we would have common or even, like, one of my closest people there, trying to make sure I don't say names. We have such different interests. Like he's into wrestling, you know what I mean? I've never been gravitated towards anything like that. But like just like being in the same situation and being positive and having the same morals and like just being able to laugh and joke and get through hard times. It really brings people together. And I just hope that like we're able to hang out still. Like and we're all in different corners of the state. Like I think the farthest I am from one of the people in my finance group is like 5 hours, 5, 6 hours. I don't know. Anyways, I love them dearly. And I want to challenge you guys. If you are given an opportunity to go somewhere and you're too nervous to go, do it. Do it because you're going to be so much happier after that you went. And like I'm so blessed that I got the opportunity to go. Um I would go again if I could. I mean, you can't go again. But I'm going to see if there's like another camp or another opportunity I can find for myself for next year and hopefully have like the same experience. I just love all of them. I just hope like we don't stop talking. When like it eventually fizzles out, I just like I don't know. I hope we have a reunion maybe next year or something. I make fun of people all the time on like reality shows like Love Island, like when someone leaves the villa and they're like on the floor like crying, like being all extra. But like now I get it. Like spending like a short amount of time, like it was only let's see, 5 or 6 days. I can't remember. But we spent a lot of those days together, like a lot of the time in those days together. And I grew such a strong bond with them. Like I never expected to grow so close. And like at the end, like I was almost teary eyed. I mean, I didn't really cry in front of them, but when I was walking to my dorm, I did shed a little tear. But I just like I felt almost like so loved just by people I didn't even know, and I just feel like it was such an important experience for me because I learned that I do have the ability to meet new people and it is okay to talk to someone you wouldn't normally because you might make a connection. You could be close friends. I just it was an amazing week. I learned so much from both my company advisor, the program. Um, yeah, some days were so frustrating. Sometimes we had so many laughs. And these people like weren't just like casually funny or like small talk funny. I'm talking about rolling on the ground, like laughing, belly laughing, like watery eyes. Like they are so hilarious. I hope you guys see this. I love you. And I would recommend any sort of similar situation to any of you guys. Um, but it was just confidence boost. Like I know I can definitely now I know I can be in an uncomfortable situation for a little and how much being uncomfortable for just a little bit can have such a big like outcome and I'm just so glad I went. Um yeah, so those were the upsides. Like I definitely want to say that the positives outweighed the negatives like greatly. So if I had the choice to go again or the choice if I in back in time if I would go, I totally would. But there were a couple things that were a little questionable. Like some people were not there for the right reasons. Thank God I like got a good group. Some people were not there for the right reasons. Like a couple kids got sent home because they were like trashing the bathrooms in the dorm. It was on my floor too. And people would like bang on the doors in the middle of the night to try to throw something in your room. But I'm not stupid. I would look through the people and like make sure it's not. And make sure like see if it was like a resident assistant or something, but it was not. It was always some like group of idiots. Um but yeah, the dorms were wild. It was chaos. And like I would only get like 5 hours like not even like 4 or 5 hours of sleep at night, but it was always like horrible sleep because there's always loud in there, like something's going on. The food was so bad. It was dining hall food, so, like a college dining hall, so I was assuming like it'll be like school lunch, like not the best, but definitely bearable. It was actually disgusting. I felt like I was in a jail. I DoorDashed 7 times, so that was great. I really enjoyed the week off work. I work too much. I'm a workaholic. I always have to be doing something, but we'll get into that later. But I enjoyed the week off, but again, that week was like really, really rigorous. But I'm so glad I met them. I love them. So glad I went. The one night we had something fun go on. We had like a swimming. There was a swimming night, and then a beats and treats, which is like a DJ event where they also had treats there. So it was like swimming 6 to 8, DJ event 8 to 10. So me and my best friend Connor went swimming with one of the girls, the guy she was talking to, and also one of the guys from my group. And earlier they had like closed down the pool, like we aren't letting any more people. And we get in there, I swear there's probably 150 kids in there. In this little pool, 2 lifeguards. I have to shout into Connor's ear when he's like right next to me, so he can even get a lick of what I'm saying. Anyways, long story short, Connor had to go to the ER. It was a whole thing. I'll wait till he's on to like on the podcast so we can explain it. We were gonna film the podcast that night, but he had to go to the ER. Anyways, he is fine. He's okay. Just a little scary incident. Like, who would think something bad would happen in a pool when? And like, he's completely fine. Like, he's back to normal. Nothing major. But that was crazy. And yeah, so like the one night we had something going on, fun, wild, and like I don't know. It was just such a great time. Like, I talked to people who weren't even in my group, like, literally waiting for, like, to get into lunch. I would talk to people, like, about the food or whatever. Like, I was just making conversation, and I just felt so bold and, like, I have the power to meet new people, and that's such an amazing feeling to have. Um and I think maybe it stems from like COVID and like I also live in a small town, so like a lot of the kids I already know, and I just refuse to talk to them because I know how they are. I know how they've been in the past and the kind of things they believe or the kind of preconceived notions they have about me. So I just thought it was cool to like get outside of my town and meet some new people from all over. It was really cool. I don't know. I had such an amazing time, and but now I'm back. I was glad to come home just because I love my bed, and, like, the beds were so bad in, like, the dorm. Also, the showers, like, showering in a, like, a communal dorm it wasn't, like, communal dorms, so it was communal bathrooms with a bunch of, like, teenage guys is so traumatizing. Like, I'm trying to shower and someone's screaming, "Are you done?" And they're, like, banging on my shower. I'm like, "Bro, come on, come on. Like, I'm almost done. Leave me alone. I'm trying to shower in peace. Be silent." My only child came out a little bit. My bad, y'all. I don't know. I just love my peace. I protect my peace a little too hard. But I was happy to come home, have a nice hot shower. Also, here's my thing. There was no cold water because it was so hot there. The only time you could get cold water was like at the dining hall, but I didn't go to the dining hall that much because the food was not good. And I couldn't get ice anywhere else. And they didn't have vending machines. So I was just drinking warm water from a gallon. I would DoorDash gallons of water and it was warm. And you probably think I'm like such like a little baby, like a little brat. I love cold water. That's one of the best things on this planet Earth, cold water. Also, I was talking the other day about the invention of like water bottles, like Owala Stanleys that keep your water cold. I don't know if you guys have a safety item, but my safety item is probably my Owala. I take it everywhere. Even a sleepover. My best friend's house. I've been to his house so many times. I need my own water bottle. I need my water. Like, where's my Owala? I need my Owala. And like just having and also that's one of my nervous habits is to drink water. That's one of the better ones, to drink water when I'm nervous. So like I just love having my water with me. And I'm so glad that we have cold water. And that I can have cold water all times because of cold water bottles, you know what I mean? And ice is a thing. Like we don't have to get ice delivered like on a truck anymore. We can just get it from the fridge or the freezer. Like how amazing is that? I don't know, you guys might think I'm stupid, but I love cold water. And I didn't have cold water that whole week. And but also it was like low-key an intro for Europe because I'm going to Europe in October, going to Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, and I'm pretty sure they don't like have ice there. Like they don't serve water with ice. Like ice is not normalized there. But like that's gonna be so hard because I'm like an ice king. Like even if my drink is like Luke cold, like I need my drink to be like cold. Like I don't even like tap. Like I'll 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 use tap water and then like I need like a bucket of ice in there. Like I need more ice than water. I need like an ice cold drink. Also, don't judge the way I look. It's been a long day. I've worked 8.5 hours today, bro. I'm so annoyed. Yeah, let's get into this work thing, bro. Let's get into this. Today, I went in at my shift was originally 8 to 4. And I went in at 7, and I sat there, and I was working on my. I do gym online because I don't have time to do it in school, and also I don't want to do it in school. Like no thanks. Getting all wet and sweaty, and then going back to class. Ew, disgusting. No thanks. Um, I was like, because my mom had to work at 7, so she just dropped me off before she went. Um, and I just sit there and wait, and I usually have a little breakfast, and I work on my thing. Anyways, they were drowning, and she was like, "You can you come in early? But I'll let you get off at 3:30, like a half hour earlier. So come in a half hour earlier, get off a half hour earlier. Still 8 hours. Perfect. Getting off earlier. Love that. So I was like, cool, I'm working hard. There's like nobody till 10 o'clock. There's only like two or three people in there. We're dying, even with me on the clock. And I'm just like, I cannot, bro. Like, I was so tired. Also, when you have a week off from work, or at least for me, like, I just cannot. Like, going back is so hard. And I was on day three back, but like, no thanks. Um, anyways. And then it comes to 3:30 or 3. She's like, you're staying till 4. You're staying till 4. And I was like, bro, what? She's like, you're staying till 4. She didn't even ask me. Like, doesn't that irk you? I don't know. She's a really nice manager. I just like wish she would have asked. I mean, I guess I didn't object, but like, you never asked. So my coworker took me home. We both got off. The only reason I stayed or didn't object is because I didn't have a ride till 4 when my coworker got off and could take me home. But like, bruh, like, you didn't even ask me. And that's my first 8.5 hour shift. I work 8 hours all the time. I don't know why, but extra half hour just took me out. And like, I did every spot today. I was on back window for eyes, front window lane, assembler, everything. Like, I just could not. Like, it was just a lot today. I was very tired, and I was just not in the mood. So that was that first 8.5 hour shift. But I have good news. I got a new job. I haven't told my current employer yet. I plan to. But in no shade to my current job. I'm going from a fast food job to another fast food job. They just pay me better, and I think it's a more positive atmosphere. Um, a more positive workspace. It's my time to go. It was 2 years. I started there when I was 14, and I just think it's my time to move on. And I'm forever grateful for that place. I wouldn't get the job now if I didn't have the experience that I did at my current job, not my new one, but my current job. I wouldn't be able to get my new job if I didn't have the experience I had at my current. So I'm forever grateful for that. And they were the only people that would hire me when I was 14. I wanted a job since I was 12. I was always, about being independent, making my own money, buying what I want when I want it. And, so I got a job at 14. I literally interviewed at 13. I couldn't legally work till I was 14, but I had an interview at 13. That's how ready I was. And they hired me, and I had such an amazing time there while it lasted. I mean, I'm still there, but within the next 2 or 3 weeks, I will be gone. Um, I miss my. Here's the thing. I miss my old coworkers. Like, there was this one girl. I love her. She's like the reason I have all these piercings. I would tell her like all the time how cool I think her piercings are, and she's like, "You should get one." Like, do you? She was all about self expression. She was in her late 20s, and I miss her every freaking day I go to work. She, I don't know. She probably won't mind me saying her name, Courtney. I love you, Courtney. Courtney was a ray of sunshine. She was real. She was honest. She was genuine, and she did her job amazingly. And we worked. I feel like our working styles were so cohesive. When she was on a shift with me, I was never nervous that it wasn't going to go well. And we would laugh and joke when it wasn't busy, and when it was busy, we would get the job done and still have a good time. You know what I mean? So I miss her every single day. Um, she she was just amazing. She ended up leaving because of some crap that was going on there. Also, the same reason I'm sort of leaving, just not the most positive space. I think, and I never was mad at her for leaving because it was her time. It was her time, and I understand why she left. I would have too, and she was just too positive a person for that kind of atmosphere, and I'm proud of her. But I miss her every single day. I love I love Miss Courtney. I have other coworkers. Daniel was there when I started. He made me the worker I am today. I'm only good at my job because of him. He was really hard on me when I first started. Like, we didn't necessarily get along when I started. But let me tell you, before he left, we were like best buddies. Like, we would open together morning shift, and we got along so well. Um, and he's again someone who shaped me as a worker, and I miss him dearly. But again, I also understand why he left. No hard feelings. and I'm proud of both of them. But this fast food is that I'm going to is both new to my town, so everyone there. I just had a burp. Everyone there is new. Here's my thing about leaving. I just didn't want to be the new person again. Being a new person at a job is really hard. Nobody talks about that, especially fast food when it's such a fast-paced environment. You know what I mean? You just kind of have to pick up quick, and you're thrown into situations that you're not necessarily comfortable with, and then you reap the repercussions that come from messing up because you were not ready. But you live and you learn. That's kind of how fast food works. But we're all new at this fast food place. It's new. We have a week of training and then we open. So I'm just excited. And the management seems so nice. They asked me if I want to leave my current job, and I again said I just want a more positive atmosphere. And they do pay more. They do pay a good chunk more. For someone who's not graduated high school yet, they're paying me pretty well. I had two interviews there. I went for the first, and I met with this one woman. She's just a manager. Um, and we got into so we were talking about other things other than the job or my experience or what I do. We were talking about like my business camp that I was from. She's like, "Oh, I used to go to camps, yada yada." We were getting on, and she was like, "I think you're a perfect fit. I love your personality. I want you on our team. You just have to go through our hiring manager. She's here tomorrow." So I came the next day, and I met the hiring manager. She had the same exact vibe. I complimented her glasses. Her glasses were so beautiful. They had like rainbow. They were like rainbow, like whimsical. I love whimsy people. I just have to say, I love whimsy people. I love whimsical people. They're so cool, and I aspire to be a whimsical person. I'm all about self-expression. A cool shirt, cool glasses, paint your nails. Pierce your ears. Pierce your eyebrow. I don't care. Pierce your nose. Dye your hair pink. I don't care. That's so cool. We need to normalize, being eccentric, being different, and that being okay. That was a tangent, but anyways, I loved her. She had the same exact energy. Oh my gosh, no way. And she's like, "Yeah, I love your personality. I think you're a great fit. Welcome to the team." I could have cried in that moment. I was so happy. We took a picture together. Like we all like did a pose and did a picture. It was so cool. These people are so nice. Days after, my business camp, and I just really had. I usually am very nervous for job interviews. I've interviewed 4 times in my life, maybe 3 or 4 times in my life. And I've always been very nervous every time. But like I just had the confidence from camp and what I learned there, and that I can do it. I can speak to other people, and not that I thought I couldn't speak to other people, but I can be myself. I can be confident. I don't have to be a different person for someone else, or have a different personality for someone else to like me. So I was myself, and it really worked out for me. I got the job. I cannot wait. Anyways, I'm so excited about that. Yeah, and I think that camp, like, it was just such an amazing experience, and I feel like I'll carry it with me for the rest of my life. Yes. So, what else did I want to talk about? I said we'll come back to something. I said we'll circle back to something. Can't remember. I get my wisdom teeth out tomorrow. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I have 6 of them. I have 6 of them. I have 6. Yeah, I have 6 wisdom teeth. My doctor or my dentist on the X-ray 2 years ago, I had like little like vacant pockets. She was like, "Yeah, those will probably go away. Like a lot of people have them." Nope. And then I got my X-ray a couple months ago. She was going 1, 2, 3, 4. She's like, "Wait, 1, 2, 3. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3. You have 6 wisdom teeth. You have so I have 3 sets of wisdom teeth. 2 on the bottom, 1 on the top. Very alarming. I hate that. Very scared to get them out. My doctor seems very mean. We met him and he was kind of condescending, like, or he could tell I'm nervous and he was kind of playing on that. Like, he was like, I could forever, like, if I hit the nerve, I could forever numb your lip, freeze your jaw, and cause like permanent damage or permanent like what's like the inability to like feel things on your face, chin, or whatever. And I was like, oh my god. And he was like, and I was like, has that ever happened? He was like, no, but of course it can happen. Like, you never know. And I was like, oh well, that's comforting. But like, of course they have to tell you, but he was not like trying to make me feel any better. And he was like kind of condescending. So I'm nervous that like he's not going to be nice to me. And also I cry at the eye doctor. I'm a baby. I hate shots. I have to like look away, take deep breaths. needles bother me. And everyone's like, you have so many piercings. I understand that, but that's not going into like flesh. That's cartilage. Like the IV is going into a vein, and I'm very scared. And the needle they have to like put in my mouth to like numb my gums. Too much for me. Too much. I can't. I'm very nervous. Connor's coming for moral support and to take videos of me. I hope. Also, I brought him to make sure I keep my mouth shut. Hopefully, I don't say anything crazy. I would hate to like air myself out. So yeah, to keep my mouth shut. But I also feel like he might say stuff to like make funny things. Anyways, I'm very scared. It's tomorrow at 7:45. I have like T minus less than 12 hours. Less than 12 hours. I'm so scared. Oh my god. I'm very nervous, but honestly, I know they need to come out. Like the pain in my face is like beyond. Like I can't even eat chips in the back of my mouth anymore. I can't have anything crunchy. I can't like I'm basically on like a liquid diet. I'm being dramatic. I just had Chipotle, but yes, I had Chipotle, and I went to Taco Bell for a Baja Blast. Is that a crime? I did. Stop judging me. But I can't eat like crunchy things or hard things. I'm even pushing on my jaw. It's like radiates like pain through my head. I'll get headaches up to the back of my neck into my head. Like I know they need to go. And also, I had perfectly straight teeth before. They like when my wisdom teeth came in, they all crowded my front teeth, which I hate because like, bruh, so annoying. And I have a clicking in my jaw. They don't know if it's because I have an overbite or because of my wisdom teeth. So I guess we'll find out. Um, but yeah, so that's happening tomorrow. Very nervous. That's why I'm recording this at on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Or I guess it's almost 10 now because I won't be able to do it with all that stuff in my mouth. And I'm getting 6 out, so we said the recovery is going to be a little bit longer. So I requested the rest of the week off from work. Thank God, because I can barely do the job when I'm like, well, let alone annoyed and tired and in pain. So let's just hope I recover fast. And I'm just nervous. I hope I just like fall asleep and wake up and don't even realize that it happened. Like, and the IV I'm nervous about. I hope they put it in my hand and not my arm. I hope I don't feel anything going up my arm. I'm very scared because I don't like needles or shots or anything. I feel like my daughter's gonna like, or my doctor's gonna like jam it in my arm and be like, "Shut up, let sit down, shut up." So I'm nervous about that. I know you guys probably can't see me. It's so dark. Like, it's actually dark now, but I need to record this. So here we are. Um. Anyways, did I tell you the reason why I look crazy? This is crazy. I keep jumping around, but I look crazy because I came home after my 8.5 hour shift and I slept for 3 hours and I woke up and I was so disoriented. I haven't answered a message on my phone all day. Like, I don't know. Guys, I am well. I'm just very tired. Um, and I have so much schoolwork to do. Like, it's summer, but I pack all this stuff on myself. I have to do placement testing for my college class in the fall. I have to do prerequisite coursework for AP chemistry. I'm working on my gym class. There's something else. I can't remember. Oh, AP Lang. Oh my god. Also, I got my AP scores back. I failed stats. I thought I did good too. I got a 2. Oh my gosh. AP US history, I got a 4. I'm such a perfectionist. Like, I always overwork myself, put too much work on myself, expect the best results. And I just had to realize, like, one score doesn't define me. I'm still a smart person. It was a hard pill to swallow. I also got it at business camp. I didn't cry though. I'm a Cancer. I'm usually a crier, but I would say within the last year or two, I've gotten better at not crying over things that don't like. My mom would always say when I'm young, only cry over things that deserve your tears. Like when you really need to cry, it's okay. You can let it out. Like feel your emotions, of course, but like we can talk about it. You don't have to like show tears for everything because at the end of the day, it's not worth it. It's not worth it to feel that bad over such small things. So I'm learning. I'm getting better. I didn't cry over it, and I acknowledge that. That score doesn't define my academic career, and yeah, I was just kind of annoyed because I thought I did good, and I guess I did not. But the world still turns. I'm still gonna take APs. I am still smart. I don't know if I'm convincing you guys or myself. But daily affirmations. But I don't know. I'm I don't know. I dropped. I was going to do AP Gov, but I dropped that PFU. I decided I'm not going to take it. because I still had coursework to do while I was at PFU. I was barely getting any sleep. I said, you know what? I need to prioritize myself, my mental health. I can barely do it now during the summer, and it's less work. How would I be able to do it during the school year when I'm working and I'm taking all these classes? So I don't know. I feel like we need to, or myself, I need to like really make sure I'm taking care of myself first. Um. So yeah. I feel like in America we normalize like being workaholics or like in other countries. I love how like midday they go home and spend time with their families and then they go back to whatever they're doing. I love that. I wish we did that. Um, I hate how America's go 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 go. Like if you're not doing everything every second of the day, you're not doing it right, or you're not being productive. Like maybe I just need to rest. Maybe we just need to rest. I feel like we'd be nicer people if we just, spent time on ourselves with our families, with our friends. We're not worried about test scores and, being at work and overtime and can I afford to pay my bills? Like it's so sad how everything is surrounded by, can I make enough money in enough time? Can I learn enough in enough time? And it directly impacts like our life to a T. And that's scary. That's definitely scary. And I feel like we just need to slow down. And I don't know why it's normalized to overwork yourself. And then people have reactions. They fall from being overworked, and it's like everyone's surprised. Why? Like, we all work so hard. Of course, eventually we're going to have a reaction to that. And I just think I we need to normalize taking care of ourselves. It's very important. Um, and I'm definitely learning that. Um, yeah, not to be a perfectionist. Take care of yourself. Give everything your best shot. But when you need to call it a day, call it a day. It's okay. Um, but yeah, I'm this year's a year of experiences. I can't even remember everything I've done so far this year, and I have so much more to come. I can't wait to go to Europe. I'm so excited for that. That was another thing. I'm just going like with myself and 12 other kids whom I do know, but we're only acquaintances. Like I'm not really friends with any of these people necessarily, but I'm like I said, I'm going to make friends. It's going to be okay, and I'm also going for myself. Like I want to go on this trip. I want to do it for me, and as scary as it is, like I've never flown before. I have a fear of flying, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, and I can't wait. I cannot wait. And this year's just a year of experiences. I can't remember what else I've done this year. Like it's been so crazy, and I know so much more is coming. Um, it's so. Also, no one talks about how summer is like 2 months long. Because once you get to the beginning of August, like all you can think about is school, so you might as well be in school anyway. Like, like school is or break is like literally 2 months long. Like no one can tell me any different. I don't know. How far am I on this podcast? 43 minutes. 43 minutes. I might talk a little bit longer because I have to edit it out. You know what I mean? I don't know what else to talk about. I just had a really tiring day. I need to prioritize my time. I want to hang out with people. At the beginning of the summer, I thought not that I didn't have friends, but like people didn't really want to hang out. And now that I'm busy, like all I'm hearing is like we need to hang out. Like we need to find time to hang out. And I really want to hang out with people. I want to go through everything. I want to go to dinner. I want to hang out. I want to travel with my friends. Did I just see a shooting star? What is that? I saw one like last summer for the first time ever. Have you guys ever seen a shooting star? I'm about to drop the mic. Have you guys ever seen one? Also, I keep jumping around. I don't care. I don't care. It's fine. Nobody talks about how beautiful the nighttime is. I love sleeping outside in a tent alone. And you might think I'm psychotic, but like, it's oddly bright outside during the night. I mean, I'm surrounded by streetlights, but even like in like a dark field, or like just like in your backyard where there's no lights and trees, like it's oddly bright. Or like being outside when there's a full moon. Ooh. And like the little wind you get, the little brisk wind in the summer, and it's still warm, but like you can have a blanket and it's perfect. The best sleepovers I've ever had are outside in the tent. Honest to God, I love sleeping outside in a tent. In a controlled space because I'm a glamper. I'm a glamper. I need my iPad. I need Wi-Fi. I'm not gonna be on Mount Everest, about to blow away in a tent next to a bear. no thanks. But I love outside. I also need to spend more time outside. Also, I didn't get a tan this summer. One, I don't have time. Two, it's not sunny. Three, I don't know. I just don't have time. And I don't know. I really wanted to tan, but also I need to learn that like I look good untanned too. Um, I also look good like when I don't shave. That I'm lying to you. No, I don't. Let's normalize not shaving though, because it's so annoying. I hate shaving 3 times a week. More like two, but it's so annoying. It's so annoying. I'm not shaving now because my surgery, they're gonna be like in my jaw and stuff, and I don't want to be like scratching out my face. So I'm just gonna like leave it and shave it once I'm like back to normal. But I know I'm gonna be all swolled up, and I hope I say something funny and not something stupid or ignorant or crying or mean or grouchy. Do you guys use that word grouchy? I love the word grouchy. Like, oh, you're grouchy. I won't say you're mean. I'll say you're grouchy. Been a little grouchy lately. I don't know. What's it, guys? Comment a fun word. What's a word you say that like no one else says but you love? Oh, I just remember what I'm talking about. Whimsical people. I love whimsical people. I love people who wear like boho, baggy clothes that like look like hippie, and they just have curly hair that they put up in a bun or let hang down, and they just look like they put like a little fairy in the wind. I love those people. Do you know who I'm talking about? I might be crazy, but like there's like that person you see and like they like sage their house. They have incense going. They don't use candles, they use incense. Those kind of people. I love them. I love them. I aspire to be whimsy. I aspire to be whimsy. I love whimsical people. I just ordered a gel like nail set or gel kit, and I'm just gonna like cut my nails down and then put gel on them and like do a design. Um, but I was nervous to do it because I was nervous like what people would like think or whatever. I don't care anymore. Like we need to normalize self-expression. We're never going to get to a more progressive state or a more accepting state if we don't just do it. I'm definitely not the first to paint my nails, but I would love to be a part of the movement, whatever. That sounds so extra. It's not like a movement, like nobody cares, but um I need to learn that, sometimes I have to do things for me and not care what other people think. And, it's okay if people don't agree with you or if they think something about you. They would think another thing about you if you didn't have your nails painted. So it's whatever. I'm excited to do it. It's something for me. I'm going to do it when I have to get my teeth done because I'll be at home and I'll just need something to do. Like I said, I always fill my time with something. I can never just relax. Like, and I'll be like watching TikTok and have my YouTube going and I'll be snapping people all while doing my nails. Like, just calm down. Like, do one thing at a time, please. And I'm like, Mom, I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. Connor, I'm overwhelmed. Duh. Like, obviously. I don't know. I'm excited to. I need to start filming these, like, kind of in bulk or closer together so I'm not, like, running it up. I'm sorry about missing last week's episode. I was going to film with Connor, but that went a little sideways, and I was so tired. I had so much going on at camp. But, we're back. We're back. We're back. I hope I'm able to keep this going through school because, I'll have even more stories. Even more stories. Um, but yeah, I really enjoyed doing this, and I had so many people message me or comment or whatever, tell me in person like, "When's the next episode? Release the next episode?" Like, oh my gosh, and I felt so much love on this, like especially the last episode. People were posting about it, whatever. Like I said, even if I have 3 viewers on this episode, I think I'd still do it just because I enjoy talking to whoever, myself, my phone, this little mic, the clouds. I enjoy it. All I can think about how crappy the video is going to be right now because I'm literally in the dark, but it's okay. I didn't want to turn on the flash so the bugs don't get me, but I'm probably gonna go inside and have like welts on my legs from all the mosquitoes. I haven't felt anything, but I'm also that person that feels nothing and then is like blistered. So yeah, wish me luck on my wisdom teeth. I'm very scared. I can't wait to see you guys next week. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think if I have anything else to say. Go get yourself a Baja Blast. So delicious. I'm gonna get Chipotle tonight because I know I'm gonna be on like liquid diet. I got a bunch of Panera soups. I got yogurt. I got mashed potatoes. More soup. Ice cream, gelato. I don't know what else. I might need to get an Eden Park soup. I might have to like beg my mom when I'm on anesthesia. Maybe she'll stop. But yeah, okay. I love you guys. I'll see you hopefully next week. That's the plan. I'll see you later. Have a great day. Bye.